Let's take a look at pull-up progressions inside of the Primal 7 system. Let's get the system prepared for phase 1, seated pull-up. We'll bring the rings up to the release levers as high as they'll go. We'll lift the release lever and lift the ring upwards towards the anchors. Opposite lift. And taking both of the rings into the hands, I'll pull the rings down towards my pectorals until my thumbs match with that pectoral space. And from here, we'll bring the system into the locked position. Both of the straps in one loop, bringing the straps into the opened end of the 9 hook behind the release lever. And slide the straps in and make sure they're securely locked. Once the rings are in their start position, I'm going to raise the floor just a little bit to start the seated pull-up in a nice regressed place. I'll bring the raised floor just underneath the anchors and come to a seat underneath the rings. And bring the knees to a bend, feet firm into the floor, shoulders underneath the rings. In phase 1, we're focusing on alignment, making sure that the body is completely engaged in the proper way throughout the exercise of pull-up. This means that the core is going to be pulled back and my shoulders are going to lift up to the ring, and I'll keep my hips underneath the shoulder line. Feet firm into the floor, 90-degree bend into the knees, and I'll pull my shoulders up to the rings. And gentle release down back to the seat. And pull back up, and then release. So as we progress inside of phase 1 pull-up, we can release our lifted floor out of the exercise and come completely to the ground. Feet into the earth, and pull your shoulders up to the rings. Slowly release back down to the floor. Now that we have the system in its unlocked position, we're going to raise the floor for our phase 2 pull-up. We'll take the step stool back underneath the anchors. We're raising the floor here because our anchors are a little bit higher and we want to be able to have full control over our phase 2 pull-up. We'll push the rings down to the floor, bringing the band to settle just on top of your raised floor space. We'll come up into our raised floor, lift the protective covers up to the release lever. Push one foot into the band and pull the straps down towards the earth, lifting your knee to about a 90-degree bend. And from here, grab onto the green straps just above the release levers and push my foot down to my raised floor space. I'll step my other leg in to join and lift myself up towards the anchors. Phase 2 pull-up, bring your chin up towards the bar and then release. As we're speaking into progressionary exercises with this, we can keep our pull-up in a nice shallow engagement to make sure that we're utilizing all of the muscles appropriately. As we progress in the exercises, whoever's inside of the system can be asked to lift a little bit higher or control the holds for a set amount of time. To step out of phase 2 pull-up, you'll bring one foot out of the band at a time back to your raised floor space, lift the release levers, drive your foot down, and comfortably step out. From phase 2 pull-up, we progress into phase 3, post-fatigue pull-up. In post-fatigue pull-up, we remove the system completely, complete a max set of pull-ups on your own, and then immediately move back into the system for phase 2 pull-up, coming back into your awareness of alignment and balance, and completing some post-fatigue training that moves you past your strength capacity. So for phase 1 and phase 2 and phase 3 pull-ups, inside of each, there's opportunities for progression and regression, focusing on alignment, balance, and coordination through each of the phases.